More than you believe, I'm happy.
You aren't showing it.
I'm so happy, believe me. I'm so happy. Happy New Year.
Welcome, everybody. Yeah, got a lot to clean up later, but just enjoying some, money, just making it rain on the blue side of Manchester. Welcome, welcome. I will bring my brother, Mabrowski, later, very shortly. But before I do, I want to talk. Just want to talk. What did I tell y'all yesterday in the preview? I believe 2-1. 2-1 to Man United. Who did I say was going to score? I said Bruno was going to score. And I said Emma was going to score. And they did. They did. Exactly just that. They indeed scored. 2-1. 2-1. Before we start, make sure you give this video here a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as we are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So let's make that happen. Okay? Yes, Bart, I know it's still 12, but you know what, Bart? You're not going to rain on my parade today, Bart. No, you're not. But big up. If you want to become an SFT member to help support the community people, then the link is in the description box. You know what? Let me just bring Vader in because I just Vader. Let's talk, Vader. Let's talk. You're on mute, broski. Let's talk. Wait. Give me 1 second.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Right.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. First off, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
As we talked in the preview, I said it was going to be a difficult game. Like everything, it's at the Etihad. I'm expecting my club to win, and I believe until the 87th minute, I was almost proven right. I'm gonna end up speaking a lot about this game, and as we spoke earlier, obviously, there's expectations to be over at the Football Terrace. So I want to be here first. I wanted to say, you know what, Sophie, we talked about it, we agreed upon it. I'm here. I've got not a bad thing to say about Pep. First, let me say that. The 11 that he put together, him showing that he was going to play with the back three, the adjustments that he made, got no problem with it. I got no problem with the subs made as well. And if there's a City fan that does, they're going to be overly critical. They're going to be like, oh, how would you foresee a mistake by, unfortunately, Nunez? And how are you going to see a late goal, a late winner like that? So Pep's not going to get the criticism from me, not in this game. Players are realizing that you got to play for a full 90 minutes. And I said it in the group chat with regards to the guys that I speak to in the American Waffle. When I saw Amorim make the 3 subs, defensively, obviously, he brought on Zirkzee. I was like, yeah, I don't like these 3 subs. Like, obviously, he's playing to the very last minute. He's going to continue to put pressure on us. There's no conceding here, and that makes absolute sense. But we would just have to continue playing the way we did. We would have to continue to have the possession that we did. We would have to make sure that we're not giving you guys many sniffs. And to be honest with you, I don't think you registered a shot on target until the goal, or they may have given that shot that got saved by Ederson as a shot on target. I'm not sure, but it was one of those games. And derbies, it's cliche, but form goes out the window. It's a fight. And I'm crushed right now. I'm crushed. I need to see I need to see how these players respond. And I had no problem with them until late. I had no problem with them until they tried to close out this game. And honestly, even trying to go and get the winner, I'm not upset with them either. Like how they closed out and surrendered these goals was terrible. But to also try and then obviously we're not keeping our heads down. We're still going to try and probe and try to get a equalizer. I'm cool with. But wow, I'm going to be remembering this for a long time. I hope the players do, because it's these painful moments that you need to be able to not have them again.
Mm-hmm.
And let me make sure I also say this. If it happens to be an abrupt, I'm sorry for the continued not to be able to continue to have the convo. It's because obviously those guys are looking for me over there. But
of course, no worries.
Yeah. But the shamelessness that should come from United fans, I get it. I expect it. Listen, you got this win and you're still 12th. Like, you need to find joy somewhere. Sorry, Sofia, I had to do that for those in the chat that are taking their shots. But you got to find joy somewhere, and yeah, it's going to be at the expense of this win at the Etihad to Manchester City. So, yeah. May I say, you look just as beautiful today as you did yesterday. Hope you had a great holiday party.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
All right, nice.
Anything else you want to add? I know you have to be on the football terrace as well, but anything else you want to add?
I'm gonna say I kind of poked some questions with regards to Amorim and what it would mean with regards to his performance versus Pep in this whole matchup.
Mm-hmm.
He's obviously got 2 wins on the bounce, one as a Sporting manager, now as a United manager, and also hopefully it gets talked about a lot. Hopefully it kind of gets emphasized and recognized. The fact that he dropped Garnacho, the fact that he dropped Rashford.
True.
This manager should be trusted for whatever decisions he makes, even if you're going to question his formation, question his subs. Listen, he's got something he's trying to work out. He dropped those players that many would have criticized, and he got a result at the Etihad. So credit to a new manager in the league, win versus Pep. Yeah, but listen, we're going to talk again, please, in the
100%.
weather, obviously direct message. We'll see what's good, and yeah, we'll talk again.
100%. People, subscribe to Vader's YouTube channel. Show him some love. I will link it in the.
Bless. I hate United, but Sophie, we're good. We're people.
Of course. No, I appreciate it. So we'll talk soon. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Right as we said goodbye to Vader, we have somebody been here on the channel a long time ago. Finally making his return. To those of you who have been here for a while, you might remember him, my good friend who graduated high school recently, fellow United supporter, Ali. What's good? How are you, mate?
Hello, I'm good. I'm older, 2 years older, but I'm happy right now.
Aren't we all? I want to hear, Broski, your initial thoughts about the game. Go. I haven't even talked about the highlights, but I just want to hear your thoughts, reaction. Then we can start to kind of go more so into the game. But anything you want to talk about? Go ahead.
Okay. I think in terms of tactics, I think we're just fine. I mean, you look at Sporting against Man City I think it was 2 months ago, and the tactics were on point. So even there, I felt like, apart from the one goal, which was a cross, and okay, they scored it, I don't think we were that bad defensively. We just couldn't create chances. And yeah, I was really I wasn't disappointed with the performance. I think going into it, I was kind of like, the team's been leaked, it's just a messy situation. But the way the game went, I think we played very well and we won the game, and I think we deserved it. Really smash and grab. And now I don't my days. He is. I don't know what to say.
Special.
He's what Garnacho should be.
Agreed. He's incredible. Anybody else you want to talk about? Any other players that stood out to you in a good way?
I think Ugarte. I think he was very good. I think he held that midfield very well. And from a tactical perspective as well, he's Amorim player. He's holding midfielder. So apart from Ahmad, Bruno obviously is the captain. We expect that from him, but yeah, from a guy, it was amazing.
I agree 100%. That is just.
Beautiful.
I think it's funny because there was a lot of people, when he first had, his earlier games this season, and a lot of people kind of had already written him off. Especially
Yeah.
like on the Ten Hag, they just didn't get it. And I was saying you got to give him time, and he was the guy under Amorim for Sporting
100%.
before he went to PSG just a year ago. So it's like, come on, if there's somebody that's going to get a tune out of him, surely it should be Amorim, right?
100%. I mean, I think this summer with the summer signings we've had, it's been really weird because everyone's turned on Zirkzee, the late Mazraoui, not really, but a guy, and everyone's kind of turned on them, not really giving them time, which is weird because United fan base is normally quite patient, but yeah, it's been quite weird. But it's good to see them doing well in big games.
I completely
It's very
agree.
good.
So if we talk about the highlights, so we had obviously Man City 1-0 up in the 36th minute, conceding yet another corner.
Yeah.
What did you make of that goal?
For me, I was reading a statistic, and it's the Man United, out of the 18 goals they've conceded or something, 9 of them have been set pieces or crosses, something like that. Basically set pieces, and it's kind of like, why are we using zonal marking still? We haven't changed that. That was something from, I think, Solskjaer days that we were pointing out. And I genuinely don't understand why we're still using zonal marking. Man-to-man is used by almost every team in the league. I think only Wolves are worse than us at set pieces, defending set pieces. So it's just, oh my days. I don't know where to start with that. I think Amorim will change that. You can't change everything in one day. But yeah, the goal was, they didn't really deserve it, really. I don't think they created any chances before that. No, I don't think they created much after that. So for me, okay, yeah, they scored one goal, but did they really deserve it? Not really.
Good point. No, it was annoying when the first half, when we went to halftime and stuff. I just felt like we didn't deserve to be a goal down. I felt like,
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Right? I
Yeah.
just felt like, okay, we were lacking kind of moving forward, but it's not like they were doing a lot either. But in the second half, we stepped up a lot more, especially, I would say, midway to second half. The last maybe
Yeah,
15 minutes is when it
100%.
was like, okay, whoa.
We had more possession, everything, yeah.
Exactly.
We went to the Etihad and we dominated.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Never under
Exactly.
Ten Hag, never.
Exactly. And then in the 86th minute, Ava gets us a penalty. I think it was very poor from Nunes. I don't know what he tried to do. And then in the Bruno scores the penalty. And he does the whole chill guy, I think, celebration.
Yeah,
but, he
it
did his big
was
for
a
that
good
penalty.
penalty, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think especially
But-
after missing that chance was
Yeah, exactly. He had a big chance that he missed prior to that. But then the winner by Ahmed. Incredible finish, right?
it was beautiful. I thought he missed it or it was gonna get cleared off. Time stood still for me, and when it went in, it was a good release after 3 months of just hopelessness from our team. So it was special. It was a very special win. And it reminds me of when we went to the Etihad in, I think, 2019, and Rashford and Martial scored.
Yes.
And I think City was struggling back then as well. Maybe not as badly as right now, but we're going to talk about this win for a long time.
We will. This is, Ahmed, well, like, he just kind of put himself in the history book. So when we talk about like future, in future Manchester derbies, like we will look back at this one, be like, oh, remember when
100%.
Ahmad just was killing it, scored that winner. We will remember this. That's something that will, be in the history books. Then I think
Yeah,
with Man
exactly.
City, surely for me, they're finishing the title race. They're not coming back from this.
I think they're getting sucked into the top 4. So there's no title. No.
Exactly. So obviously we talked about the positive, but I want to also mention, what do you think about Mount having to get subbed off? What was it, 12 minutes into the game due to an injury? I think we should just cash in. But I don't know what you think about Mount. Will he ever be good for Man United? Will he ever be reliable for us?
I like Mason Mount. I think he's a very good player. But if you're not available, if you can't play, then especially in Man United, you can't be there. So honestly, for me, the same as Luke Shaw. If you can't play, then we're going places under Amorim, and if you can't play, you don't stay. So on a human level, it's quite sad. Like, I understand, but he hasn't completed 90 minutes since January 2023 under Graham Potter at Chelsea. So why did we sign him? I don't know, but
I don't know either.
yes, I think it's time.
I think it's time to cash in. I mean, I've never really been a fan of Mount, even in his Chelsea days. So when we got him and gave him that number 7 shirt, I definitely felt not too good about that. And so far, it's kind of proven me right, the initial feeling that I had, but I still wanted it to work out. I would never try
Yeah.
to hope that a player does, bad just for me to prove everybody that I'm right. I don't care about being right, So it's unfortunate.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Exactly.
It's sad.
Keep going. It is. So, but I do think we have to cash in. Big up everybody that's here. Teddy, hope you're doing well. Big up Tolumba. Yeah, there's spare people. Big up Jay, Coach Corner. I know Chelsea and Spurs are playing now, so we will end the stream in a few minutes later. But I want to also hear your thoughts, Ali, about what do you make of the situation with Rashford and Garnacho? Them being dropped.
I knew this question would come. To be honest, I think you already know about this, but I was just reading, on Twitter, and apparently whoever's leaked the team had been spoken to this week. So I'm just saying, if you're being spoken to and you're still leaking not just a couple names, you've leaked the whole team. And
Exactly.
that gives exactly
The day before as
So-
well, Ali. The day before.
the night before. Yes, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I
It's
just
crazy indeed.
want to say that I have never seen this at any other club. I've never seen a club as big as Man United have their full lineup leaked the night before the biggest, not the biggest, but a very big game.
Agree.
Rashford's done. I think Rashford's done. Not in the sense that I don't think he's good enough, but if you're getting dropped from Manchester Derby, £350,000 a week, yes, it's done. So I don't know what you think. I think you're of the same opinion, because I think a lot of the fan base have run out of patience with both wingers, really.
Yes.
But,
yes.
If Garnacho's done that, I'm genuinely the two players who Man United made. Man United made those two players.
You know what? When you actually put it in that way, imagine. Okay, it's one thing being leaked by somebody that's okay. I don't know. Maybe he hasn't been there for a long time, or he doesn't really know what Man United is about. But when it's somebody that's from the academy, you wouldn't be who you are if it wasn't for Man United. Like, you got your
100%.
name because of that. Of course, you've done well. You worked hard. I'm not going to take that away from you, but you've done well at Man United. That holds weight. I work at a school with kids. There's bare kids that love Garnacho. the whole persona with Garnacho, I get it. Like he has that image of him. I completely get, and the same with Rashford as well. So if it's true, allegedly, if he has been leaking or his brother has, then he has to go. He has to go.
100%.
I think it's done. And with Rashford as well, it's too toxic right now. There's a disconnect between him and the fan base. He has to go. I think I won't be shocked if he leaves, already now in January. In a few weeks, if we just already, I don't know, accept some bids here and there. The thing is, though, I know with PSG, I think they're trying to push out Kolomuani. So then that will
Yeah.
open up a spot for Rashford, who has been linked to a PSG before. So I think it could be a win-win for both parties if he goes to PSG. Just leave
Hopefully. Again, I think that you see them two players who are, toxic. Yeah, I think that's correct. And then you see the players on the pitch today, in the squad today, and you see the togetherness there. And they went down at the end and they won the game. These players are behind the manager, coaching team. So for Rashford and Garnacho, I think more for Garnacho. If you want to play, you buy into that. If not, the door's open. You can go. Rashford's probably on his way out.
I think so too. I think they're finishing, and we just have to then go and find the replacements, because there are better players out there, in my opinion. Players that want to fight for the badge, want to play for the club.
100%. 100%.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that how many years has been the player power? When was it Ronaldo when he came, and then there was like two different sides in the dressing room, and there was player power and everything like that. So
Yeah.
every time I hear stuff like this, I just feel like I don't want to go to them.
Yeah. I don't want that to be the case again, No.
Exactly, yeah.
So I hope we can start fresh, start over, and be, pun intended, become united.
We need to clear out, and then we go from there.
Mm-hmm. So the next game, obviously, in a few days, midweek against Spurs in the Carabao Cup. What do you reckon? Do you think this? Obviously, of course, we're all, we are in a very good mood after this game, but I reckon we beat them. I don't think so.
I agree. I think City was struggling, Spurs are struggling. They're there for the taking, and I think we're on the up. We lost against Nottingham Forest, and we're not really. But I think you look at City and Tottenham, and you look at their managers. Okay, Pep's not going to get sacked, but he's been there a while, and there's pressure on him. And just very much, on the verge of being sacked. So I feel like we're growing. They're kind of on the way down. So I feel one will win because it's a cup game, and Spurs don't. It's Spurs. But
Exactly.
in a serious sense, I think we will win that game.
Yes, I think so too. We have to. I still want to, go as far as we can in every competition. If I can only pick one to win, then I want to win the Europa League. But yeah, we have to just wait and see. Pick up Ed. Hope you're doing well. Anything else you want to talk about, Ali, before we slowly wrap up? I would have had this to be a longer stream, but since also the other games came in a bit too soon with Spurs and Chelsea, I kind of want to tune into those as well. But I want to hear any else final points.
I've got a question for you. Do you think that Garnacho and Rashford come back for the Carabao Cup?
Ooh, that is a good question.
Or would you have them
I
back?
don't know, I mean, I wouldn't have them back. Personally, I wouldn't. But they may. The thing is, though, with some of the quotes that, I don't know if you saw some of the quotes from Amorim before the match of the derby, but he was talking about, of course, he was asked about Garnacho and Rashi not being there. And the funny thing is he told them basically by WhatsApp that they weren't going to play.
Mhm.
I was like, okay,
Yeah.
WhatsApp. That's interesting. You can tell them, okay, wow, you surely don't rate them like that if you're going to talk to them via WhatsApp. But hey, it is what it is. And
Couldn't
I
tell them in
talked
person.
about, yeah, it was just very like subtle types of, not jabs, but just, I felt like the message to me seems like they might not really have a future here. Whether or not they'll play in the next game, they could be on the bench. They could. Maybe one of them starts. Maybe. But I'm not sure. Actually, don't know. What do you think?
Good question. I don't think Russia was the same level that he did on the 10 hour, and I don't think the Garnacho was it either, but I think that I likes Garnacho. So I think Garnacho, I don't know. Young,
It's
he's got
difficult.
time, really. Bro, like, look at when the season started. He was our best player. Everyone was behind Garnacho.
Mm.
Everyone. So people have really turned on him. But as for Rashford, he's had so many chances where I'm just kind of like, he won't get another one. He's got to walk the plank now. But I don't know. I don't think he'll play Rashford. I think he'll be on the bench. But how do you put Rashford in? Do you drop Ahmed? No. You don't drop Bruno.
No. No.
Maybe played well. How does he come back in?
I don't know. This is why, like, I think maybe he don't come in. Maybe he'll be on the bench. Like, I can see them being on the bench. That I can see maybe happening. But I don't see them starting. Because it's like you said, none of them is taking Ahmed's spot, respectfully. They're not.
Never.
So they can forget about that. And Manu, I think, grew more so into the game. He started off a little bit shaky when he came on for Mount. But to be fair, like he hasn't really had that much game time since he's been injured. So I just don't see it. And with Bruno sometimes annoyed me a little bit here and there, but still, he's still be showing up with the GA. So like I can't really fault him for that at the end of it. Though I do think we probably at some point need to move on. But that's a story for another day. And Tulumba, I'm not Anthony's biggest fan, but I'm not gonna lie, when he came in, I thought he wasn't gonna do well. He actually looked solid. I think the substitutions change it up. I actually think that Amorim did well with the substitutions. First, I felt like, oh, were they a bit too late? But it turned out well. So
100%.
I gotta give it to him. And Maguire as well. I first, when I saw the lineup, I was like, oh, I don't know about Maguire starting, but he did well. He actually won a lot of duels. He did well. So once again, people, there's no agendas. I can be open and honest about some of the players that I don't like, but still I can also acknowledge when they did well. And Maguire, Anthony, they did well. Dallo, he still kind of annoys me. So I do think we need to move on from Dallo. Yeah. He's a shell of himself.
Really?
I am not, yep, I know. But I just don't see him in this as a wing back. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. His crosses are horrible. It doesn't work. Dallo's cooked.
You might be right, but I think I just have to say he's playing on the left and he's a right back. So if he plays on the right and it's the same, then I'm more than happy to say that maybe we should move on. But I want to see a left back, and then a right back, and then the jury is out on Dallo. I won't lie.
I'm telling you. I think we might need to move on. But Roger's saying no, keep Dallo. We probably will be keeping him, but I'm just saying, if we keep him, then he needs to be a bench option because I'm not having him start as wingback week in and week out. Like in the future, I'm not doing that. I'm just letting you know, people. No. But either way, guys, we will be wrapping up here. Freaking hell, it's just lovely end to the weekend. Lovely end to the week. Just Derby win.
It's nice
And
to
now-
be reacting to a win.
Cannot wait to go to
remember
work
the
tomorrow.
last- Oh, 100%.
Go ahead.
100%. I remember to this day, one of the match reactions that I did was a 7-0 against,
Oh yes,
and I think we were on there for 2 hours.
we were there for a long time. Yep.
We were there for a long
Sometimes I've been
time.
looking back at some of the videos and I'm like, oh my god, we were doing that stream forever. That's mad.
And time flies by. Today, that
does.
reaction felt like a long, therapy session. This one's been
Yes.
like that.
And this one has just been like obviously a little bit shorter, but still been a vibe. Been a vibe. It's just been nice. And it's good to have you back, Ellie. Good to have you back. Yeah. Big up, big up. People, big up Eddie. Says nice deal, but I'm sure Amorim will know not to get too giddy in work formula. Eddie, today I will be giddy. Today I will be giddy. And rightfully so. But I hear what you're saying. Yes, big up. Good night, everybody. Most likely I'll take a break tomorrow. Usually your girl takes a break on Mondays. But we'll probably be back on Tuesday. Maybe some Man United news. I'm sure that we will hear some more news about Garnacho and Rashford in the coming days. So
Something's gonna
yeah,
come up.
so exactly. We will hear more. So yeah, but big up everybody. We'll definitely have Ali back again. And make sure you, of course, you subscribe to this channel. We are on the road to 5,000K, so help us sister out. YouTube is not helping out with the algorithm, so I need y'all to just like the video. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Peace out, everybody. We're out. Peace.